This is Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast, sharing positivity, encouragement, and great conversations with people from all around the world. And oh yeah, got some great tunes as well. Sit back and relax for a fun episode here on Chit and Chat. Hello everyone, welcome to Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. What's always about encouraging others. So glad you're back for another fun, encouraging, uplifting show. Number 144 and going strong. Going to introduce a couple of songs and we'll get back into it in the interview. To introduce my guest, I'll be interviewing. First two songs you're hearing is by Stuart Bedford, singer-songwriter from Canada. He's in the podcast back in episode 90 and has a credible story. He faced some hard times, difficulties, and challenges, but he's getting his life back on track. And he is such an inspiration to so many people. And he is sharing his song, Katie, today. Second song you're hearing is by Aaron English. He is scheduled to be in the show in a couple of weeks. A very gifted singer-songwriter and an amazing individual. Playing his song Weeping Wind as well. After those songs, we'll get back in here and introduce our guest today. And just have fun with the interview and playing some of his songs as well. So kick back, relax. This is Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. Our next song, we're going across the pond to the UK. And Mr. Stuart Bedford was on the podcast a while back, and he has a tremendous story of adversity he has faced, difficulties he went through, challenges and hardships. But he kept going. He kept moving forward. He got the help he needed, and he's writing songs again. This is his song called Katie. This next song is by a musician I have on here a couple of weeks, Mr. Aaron English, and I'm just checking out his music, and he's got some really nice stuff. This is Weeping Wind.
Every day and night it rains, oh, the weeping wind again. Winter must be here again, oh, the weeping wind. No one here remembers fall, summer never came at all. Just the weeping wind, that's all, oh, the weeping wind. Shut the window, lock it tight, see me through the long night. Right is wrong and wrong is right, oh, the weeping wind. Everything I once believed falls away like withered leaves. Everything I once believed, oh, the weeping wind. Nothing to be done to bring this fever down, my friend. My heart is pounding frantic like a fly against the window pane. The sun has given up the sky, and oh, the weeping wind is why. Oh, the weeping wind is why. Oh, the weeping wind. Oh, the weeping wind is why. Oh, the weeping wind. Oh, the weeping wind, I cry. Oh, the weeping wind. Oh, the weeping wind.
Good tune there by Aaron English, Weeping Wind. As I mentioned earlier, my guest today is Cory M. Coons. He is from up north. I'm in Washington State, so it's way up north for me, up in Canada, making his second appearance on the podcast. He has a brand new song out called White Picket Fence, and a brand new album, too, we'll be discussing. I had a great time. You know, I want to go find that song, Welcome Back, from Welcome Back, Kotter, and tell him, welcome back. Can't wait to talk with him and hear his story. It's been a while since we chatted. February 22nd, 2023, episode 74. It's crazy how time has flown by. Can't wait to have him on and share his story, kind of catch up a little bit, how he's doing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chit and Chat Encouraging One podcast, Cory M. Coons. Hey.
Hey, Jody. How are you?
Not too bad. How you been?
Good. Sorry about my slow connection here. We've been having a lot of problems with the internet the last little bit, so I'm here.
It's been a while. I was just looking at my podcast shows, February 22nd, 2023. So over a year now.
That's pretty crazy. It doesn't seem like it, but
I was trying to find the song by Welcome Back, Kotter. You know, welcome back.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Awesome. Welcome back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Where to begin? You know, just because you've been on before, I still got some icebreaker questions for you again. So, you know, no one gets a free pass on the thinking questions. So, are you ready?
I'm ready as long as I can hear you.
All right. So,
exactly.
If you had the you watch TV? Watch a lot of TV shows?
I don't. much anymore. I used to, but I'm more just kind of stay away from the TV and the media especially. So
Right. I just want to watch a TV show or something. You would love to be part of a TV show like NCIS or a
right.
crimes show or something like that. Would you be interested in being in a TV show?
Well, I mean, right. So I mean, it's always fun to consider yourself being part of something. I mean, I like a lot of old movies, like some of those classic movies, like Clint Eastwood movies or something like that. I mean, all that stuff was really cool. So I mean,
I was just
I don't know.
thinking too. Back in 1983, I don't know if you were around or not. Strange Brew. Are you familiar with Strange Brew?
Oh yeah, I was around. I was born in '72, so I wasn't very old, but of course I remember that for sure.
I was just looking it up, going, 1983, Strange Brew. What a, so I lost a lot of young listeners going, what are you talking about? They're gonna find it. What a classic.
Yeah.
Would you rather have the ability to speak to animals or speak different languages?
I'd probably speak to animals because I think maybe the conversation will be more intelligent sometimes.
There you go. Would you rather wear bright neon socks or mismatched socks?
Probably mismatch. Yeah.
Ooh. I am not. Mine gotta be the same color. I am not a big mixing of colored socks.
Yeah, well, I'm not much for the neon anymore, so that's kind of why I guess I've chose the latter.
All right.
Yeah.
If you had the chance to interview 3 other musicians, kind of sit down, have coffee, the past or present musicians, what 3 musicians would you love to sit down, kind of pick their brains, maybe about their career or their music style? Who would that be for you?
Well, probably the first one I'd have to say would be Tom Petty. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But if I could, I would love to have, had the chance to sit down with Tom Petty and even, have the chance to write something with him or something like that. He became a big influence later on in my life too. So that's one for sure. Probably Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. He would be one of my earliest influences, growing up and hearing music for the first time. So that would be something that would be really cool to sit down with Brian Wilson. He just turned 82 not that long ago. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. And, well, this person is a son of a major recording artist, too. His name's Chris Golden, and he's worked on some of my stuff with me. He sent me some files in the past. We recorded some tracks, and I'm hoping to get to work with him again later this year. So he's a friend of mine, Chris Golden. He's a gospel award-winning entertainer and songwriter and gospel country artist, I guess you would say. And his nice. Father is William Lee Golden of the Oak Ridge Boys. So they've got the family, family band too, with it's like 3 generations of their family out playing songs together now. With his daughter and son join them, and his 2 brothers, and of course his dad. So I think that's a great. Be a great learning experience for me too, I think, and some conversations coming up in the future. So
most definitely, yeah. I'm a big Oak Ridge Boys guy and Statler Brothers as a kid. I love both those groups. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
For those out there who might not know who you are, give us a little brief bio on who Cory Coons is.
Well, I'm a singer-songwriter and musician and performing artist, and I've been doing this probably close to 35 years. I started out as a bass player when I first started. I was probably 13 when I got my first little bass guitar and just started learning songs and ended up joining up with some friends in high school eventually and, played some sort of concerts at the school and Christmas assemblies and that kind of thing. And then after I left high school, I kind of went on the road for the first time with a group of guys that were based out of the Ottawa, Ontario area. And we all across Northern Ontario and a lot of cover songs, a lot of classic rock and pop rock, cover songs. And I was the bass player and the harmony singer and stuff. Just played in multiple bands throughout the '90s and stuff around Ottawa and Cornwall, Ontario, and then I joined a band that was called Us in the late '90s, and I traveled all through the southeast of the United States and doing the same type of thing. I was the bass player and harmony singer and retro rock music and stuff. And then I finally did my first original recording that I did was my first album, which was called Coons, which was actually a band name, sort of a play on words, I guess you could say, on my last name. And it was like a rock band. And we did late 99, and did that as the first sort of original album, and tried to get out there and playing under that name and moniker for a while. And it kind of morphed itself into like a cover band after a while, though we didn't stick with the original stuff too long. We always did a few songs and stuff, but then called From the Ground Up. And from there on up till now, that's 20 years ago that I did that, and I've just been working on my own solo material ever since, and writing and recording and releasing songs, and have had the grateful pleasure of amazing people over the last years, 20 plus years with the original stuff, and it's just been I'm just very grateful and thankful for everything.
What was it about music that really drew you in? Was it a group or a genre, or just kind of, I don't know, just were you around music as a kid?
Yeah, my mom used to play like the country station here in Eastern Ontario out of Ottawa, and that's how I got to know all these old country names, stuff like Kenny Rogers and Johnny Cash, and the Oak Ridge and Statler Brothers, like you were saying, and all that stuff. I was very familiar with it growing up, just when I was young, hearing it on the radio, right? But I didn't get into playing music until I was, like I said, in my early sort of caught into all that stuff, and that's when I started playing music more seriously, so.
You've seen a lot of changes over the 20 or so years. Have things got harder or easier for musicians to succeed in the business, you think?
Well, it depends on your definition. It's easier today to get yourself out there. I mean, with the internet and social media and all that, you've got tons of platforms to get your music out on. As far as being compensated fairly for that, I don't think it's worse. With Spotify and all the stuff that's happening these days, and the artists are getting ripped off all the time. There's two ways to look at it. So, I mean, it's all about the brand, it seems, today. You want to get yourself out there as much music, then, you're not going to sell it or make a lot of money at it in regards to streaming and all that, but you're building your name and your brand, I guess, is what they say nowadays. And so it's a whole different ball game, the advent of that has kind of taken away from CDs sales and all that kind of thing. Although I think maybe vinyl has kind of made a bit of a comeback in some areas, for some people, if you can afford to actually get it, distributed and printed. It's not cheap anymore for that, but I think that there's still a bit of a market at the shows. If you can sell some product and stuff, that's definitely where you can make some money as an artist nowadays. But with the whole streaming thing, I mean, it's
I got a lot of musicians I know I talk to. They have a lot of merchandise. That money goes back into their business, for buses or getting venues and whatnot. So it's I'm with you. I hear a lot of conversations. A lot of folks tell me the same thing. It's tougher these days for sure.
Hey. We're back.
We're back. Part 2. My next question was, what's your style of music? You cover a lot of different genres, don't you?
Yeah, as I was saying a bit earlier, before we kind of lost each other there, it's like a melting pot of stuff for me. Like, my influences are all over the place. Like I said, I grew up early on listening to, and sort of as I got older into high school days, a lot of melodic rock stuff came along. Anything like I grew up listening to, like, Bon Jovi and Poison and all the kind of hair bands like that today. And I also grew up listening to, like I said earlier, like the Beach Boys were a big influence when I was quite young. And like the pop sort of thing for a while, and then And then get into all kinds of stuff. Like, I love the Americana stuff. I love country. I love country rock, folk stuff, but folk rock, all the good stuff. I mean, it's kind of a melting pot, I guess you would say. So
If I were to ask you at ages 17 and 20, if you could go on a tour with any artist, who would that be? Who was that one that really came out to you, if he spoke to you like, I want to like tour with this person or this group?
when I was 17 to 20,
Yeah.
well, at that time I would have been just probably at the tail end of high school. So like I say, all that sort of like really popular. That would have been like the late 80s kind of thing, in the early 90s. At that time, like, I don't know, like a band like came along with like Tommy Shaw and Jack Blades. That would have been something amazing to do, all the bands that I loved at that time were like rock bands, like probably Tesla and all kinds of stuff, So
Yeah.
I couldn't see myself touring with someone like Tesla nowadays. I don't think. I still love their stuff, but I mean, I've met Tommy Shaw a couple times over the years, and guys like, I still look up to those guys as influences in music, But yeah.
How do you, when you're writing songs, and I can't wait to discuss your new song and your album, how do you write songs? Like experiences, or just kind of words or choruses come to mind? I love getting different thoughts from different musicians on how they actually write songs.
Well, that's a good question. I get that one quite a bit. I don't think there's any cookie cutter way that I do it. Like there's no formula for me. I think it's just kind of, it can be a spiritual thing. It can be stuff can just kind of drop in from the universe and give me some ideas, some inspirations. It can be personal experiences. I have some songs that are dedicated to family. And, I think if it's got a good melody and it's got good lyrics, good strong story to the song, I think if you can resonate with your fans that way, I think that goes a long way. If you walk away from someone's new work or new song and you can remember where you were when you first heard it, then I think you've done a good job as a songwriter, probably, right? So, but no, there's no real, I don't know, it's hard. A lot of emotional stuff, or how I feel about something, what I really want to say. Like I want it to be an important message, mostly positive messages that I like to get in my songs.
Like Freedom Road, that song kind of spoke to you?
Yeah, that originally spoke to me just because of the times we've been going through, like in the last 4 or 5 years when I wrote that song.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted that universal feeling of everyone coming together again, and not, and that's what happened in the last few years. I think is there was a lot of division over a lot of stuff that really just didn't need to happen and was way overblown as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to get in too far into that stuff, but I mean, it's more about just people need to kind of get back to unifying again, just being together and for the common good of people again, not being
right.
Yeah.
Do you have a bucket list of like locations you would love to sing at? I'm not familiar with Canada or venues in Canada, but down here, the United States, there's Opry Lane, there's Nashville, and there's all kinds of cool places. What's your bucket list? Like places you would love to sing at one day?
Well, I had the chance to get on the stage last year at the Grand Ole Opry to receive an award, and that was the first time I've ever got on the stage. Yeah, it was just a surreal experience with my wife and daughter there too, and just an amazing trip down there in October to the Josie Awards. So the Opry stage is one for sure. That and the original, like the Ryman too, both of those stages, I'd love to be able to perform on those. That's a bucket list thing. In the past, I got the chance to perform on the Whiskey A Go Go stage in Los Angeles and Hollywood, and that was pretty surreal at the time too. That's 10 years ago now for the Los Angeles Music Awards when I was down there. So that's something I did get a chance to do, but yeah, definitely like, Opry. There's probably some places in New York. I mean, I'm sure that it's not that far for me being just across the border in Ontario. New York City is about an 8-hour drive, I think, or something like that, which I've actually never been to New York City, been to New York State. Yeah, and I've been to New York State a lot, but just not to the city. So, I mean, there's probably lots of places,
Your brand new song, White Picket Fence, is out. I played it a few times on the podcast already. You want to share about that song a little bit and the inspiration behind it?
A new re-release of my album that came out last year, which is called Across the Great Divide. So I decided to put together a new digital format of the album now, which you can actually download from my website if anybody's interested. And you get all of the 21 tracks, including the new one, White Picket Fence, and you get a full color booklet with it that you can download of like all the song lyrics kind of, melted into like beautiful artwork, and a lot of pictures over the last few years, and some credits and stuff there. So that's the new album re-release. And so the song White Picket Fence is kind of autobiographical. Talks about, takes me back to like when I was a kid running through my grandfather's fields here, not far from where we are now. And just that whole idea, of feeling safe and with the white picket fence sort of thing. Like I said, just takes you back to your younger days of sort of dreaming about what's to come in the future and with the family and all that kind of. I think it's something that maybe society has kind of lost a little bit today, is the simplicity of life, right? So the craziness that's out there. So yeah. So far, the reviews. Sorry, what's that?
I saw here the top 30 countdown on Music Mafia Radio. I congratulations on that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thanks. It was on there for 2 or 3 weeks, and then it kind of faded off. But I mean, yeah, it was awesome to get it on there, and those guys are great, obviously. And I'm fortunate enough to find out today it's broke the top 100 on the Cashbox Americana charts, I guess, right now. So I'm in the top 100 there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just very happy with it. It's one of those pretty simple songs. It's just basically, I wrote it on acoustic guitar, got some harmonica happening with it, and then kind of did my own little bit of a djembe drum sort of thing in behind it. Kept it simple, and just got it out there and see what happens with it. I mean, it's one of those sort of simple songs, and hopefully it resonates.
Hey, you don't hear about re-releases of albums very often. What inspired you to re-release your older album and make it a little more digital?
Well, it's not really that old. Like I said, it was just in 2023 when it came out on CD and on the streaming platform. Right. So I just kind of, what happened was when you put CDs out nowadays, it costs a lot more money stuff and all that if you want to get printing done and include all that stuff. So I mean, I had a very simple packaging when the album came out last year, and I thought, well, what's a way? Actually, the idea came to me from Brad Rose from Get Seeing Graphics. Some of my graphic design stuff now, and he said, well, why don't we try like a digital release, and you can include like all these pictures and stuff that someone can download all that. And I thought that's a really cool idea. It kind of harkens back to the old days when you used to look forward to getting an album or a CD or a cassette from somebody, and you look for the pictures and the cover and the liner notes and all that stuff.
The lyrics, yep.
So yeah, lyrics, exactly. So on the original one, we didn't. I just had the front and the back cover, and then your CD face and all that stuff. Booklet for that one. So I said, well, let's do it digitally, and we'll put it back out there, and then maybe I can include a new track as well. So actually, there's 2 extra bonus tracks on the digital download because the CD had room for 19 songs, and then when it streamed, there was the extra song when it first came out, which was "I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus" that I did with my daughter. And
that's cool.
That wasn't on the actual CD, so it's actually, if you consider it as 2 bonus songs, I guess, on the digital download.
Over the years, you've been nominated for a number of awards. You've won some, and I just saw you were nominated for several awards for the Josie Award, Music Awards, from Artist of the Year, Vocalist of the Year, Musician of the Year, and Fans' Choice of the Year. How cool is that for you to be nominated for awards?
I mean, the Josie Music Awards are like independent show happening right now. You got artists from all over the world. It's so cool to meet different people and meet some of my peers and meet some people that I've met already in the last 4 years. First time I got to go and experience the Josies was in 2019, and that was in Pigeon Forge, which is not far from Nashville too. And then this year being nominated again for 4 categories. It's just awesome. Last year being so fortunate to win for the song "Long Hard Rain" in the rock category too, and being on the Opry stage. Awesome. Like I said, just just these things are things that you'll never forget, you know. When we talk about the
Yeah,
money and all that stuff, where the artists, you know, independent artists, you know, these things kind of can make up for certain things like that, you know, for the financial that you maybe not get rewarded, you know. These things are pretty cool, and yeah.
I'm still in shock myself. I was nominated and the finalist for the podcast show. Robbie Hart reached out to me because you're a finalist in the Josie Awards. I was like, excuse me.
Yeah, I saw
I had
that
no
too.
clue.
Congratulations. That's very well deserved, man. Good for you. I'm very happy
Yeah,
for you. Yeah.
still in shock. Believe me. You kind of take a step back on, you know, the many hours I'm sure you put into your work and the hours I put in my work in researching guests and trying to. I write down every question. I'm old. I'd forget it. If I had nothing in my little outline, I'd probably forget it. So it's a lot
Hey,
of hard
man.
work and a lot of hours go into what we do. You know, so it's
I'm
a lot. It's rewarding for sure.
right there with you for sure. Exactly. Congratulations too.
Thank you. And you work with MTS Management with Michael Stover. What's that like? And how'd you guys meet? And what's that relationship like?
Well, Michael's great. I mean, we've known each other for quite a few years now, and we have actually not met in person officially. We've spoken a lot, you know, through emails, and obviously keep in touch that way when we do, you know, campaigns and stuff. So I'm hoping to get to actually, you know, get to see Michael face to face this year when we go to the Joe's. Family are planning to go this year. He's got some awesome. He's been working so hard for many years, you know, promoting the independent music scene and you know, with MTS Records, you know, the independent label, and yeah, he does amazing stuff. I mean, you know, he's he works hard and he promotes and works as best he can with every artist that he works with, and you know, works with the budgets, I think, with people, and you know, you can't beat it. So I mean, it's just awesome.
Have people encouraged you throughout your career? Maybe there are times you're like, the song's not a hit, or just you might have got your highs and lows of being a musician. Do you have someone really encourage you, give you some inspiring words? Hey, Mike, Cory, keep going. You got this. You know, don't quit. You're get your musician. You ever had times like that in your career?
Yeah, there's always like ups and downs. I mean, you get through times where you might feel like you're not very creative or something, or there's not much inspiration. You just, you know, maybe there's certain negative comments, and you just try to let that all, you know, go under the table. And I think just having a strong team of people in your corner that you work with, people like Michael, obviously, and then my good friends like Mark Muir, who plays with me. He's my lead guitar player on a lot of my stuff now and plays out in shows. And my good friend Kevin, who's been my drummer on and off for many years. You know, you surround yourself with the right people. My family, obviously, my wife and daughter are always very supportive of what I do. And my parents were very supportive, you know, God bless them. They passed away, you know, both many years ago now. But stuff like that is so important. You got to have that balance, you know, that foundation of family and a career, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have both of those things, you know, it can probably get pretty empty at times. And I'm just very thankful and grateful for all of it because it all makes it work, right?
Yep. When you have some downtime, when you're not recording or on the road, how does Cory and his family spend time together? I see you did some road trips last year. You guys went out and about and did some cool things. Share about your downtime a little bit. What do you do? Some of your hobbies you do?
Yeah, so we just got done wrapping up my daughter's schooling this year. We did a little private school part-time the last 2 years, which, you know, was in a town about 45 minutes to an hour away from where I live here in Eastern Ontario. And we did that for 2 years. And that takes up a lot of my time between that and part-time homeschooling with her. She's 10 now, so she's kind of in the grade 4 sort of level going life. And so that keeps me busy, you know. And then I got to teach guitar at her school. So
Nice.
3 days a week. I had some students. I had about a dozen students over, and that was great. And it was just, they were very welcoming and such a great atmosphere at her school where she went. And we're going to miss it because it's actually on this year from there. It's the school is actually closing and not going to be the same anymore. So, but we have new ideas, new adventures we're planning for this fall. Like I say, we hope to get down to Tennessee. We are going to get down there in October, and we're going to spend some time down there. and do some family stuff as well, and also maybe work on some new music for me, and maybe check out some other educational opportunities for my daughter too. Just something different, and see what we can find. It's gonna be a great adventure and a great almost schooling on its own, just traveling and learning as we go. So.
Well, my favorite Christian songs is "The Great Adventure" by Stephen Curtis Chapman. And I love that word. Just, life is a great adventure. Just hitting the road or doing fun things.
I love it. Yeah, I love Stephen Curtis Chapman. He's got some good stuff.
Would you mind sharing about your website? How people can follow your music and get your album and stuff like that?
So my website is www.corymcoons.com. And pretty much anything you want to find is there. You got all the links at the top on the main page. You got these, YouTube and Spotify and Amazon links, and you got the music page there with like physical product you can get. All the releases are there, and of course the new release digitally. If you want to download it, there's a link there you can click on, and you can send me a personal email, which comes right to me, and then I can reach out back to you, whoever orders it, and you can do the details and all that stuff, and we can get you that hooked up. So yeah, it's all there. Facebook and Instagram links are there. I'm on Facebook quite a bit, sometimes Instagram. Always trying to keep the media happening. It's crazy. If I'm not shadow banned.
What's that? Busy. You got any projects you're working on?
Well, I've always got new songs. Like I said, I'm hoping to do some stuff when I get down to Tennessee in the fall, and hoping to be working with Chris Golden and do a project with him, hopefully 3 or 4 songs. So there's lots of stuff kicking around, and just as we find the time between life and family and all the good stuff.
That is true. Well, let me know if you got new songs coming out. I'd love to add them to my playlist. I got a lot of songs I'm playing, probably 3 or 4. An episode of different songs and musicians, and a lot of independent artists. I was telling someone last week, I really believe, playing a lot of independent artists, you don't hear the mainstream. It really helps them get the music out, and people go, "Oh, that's so and so. I never heard that music before, or that person before." So I hope it's helping people.
I think so. I appreciate what you do, and I love it. I think you got a great show happening here, and I wish you all the best. It's awesome. I really appreciate the opportunity of coming back on with you too. So it's always nice to chat with
welcome
you.
Back anytime, my friend. I hope you take care of yourself. Safe travels. The best of luck at the Josie Awards, and just have a great time, man. I'll be there in spirit.
Thank you so much. You too. Best of luck, and maybe we'll see you sometime.
Yes, sir. Take care. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Here's another one by Cory M. Coons called Share a Little Time.
All of these things I've been wanting to tell you, but God only knows what's in store for me. I'm only trying to curb the aggravation. These things ain't always what they seem to be. Feeling lonesome, what to do? But all I gotta say as we try to see what lies around the bend. Share a little time with me. So many people here and gone, wondering what the hell went wrong. Just share a little time with me. Looking back over my shoulder, time still frozen in my mind. Worried feelings seem to haunt me. How can I escape the truth?
Throughout this episode, you'll be hearing small promotions for locally owned businesses that are my sponsors of this podcast. I am thankful for each and every one of them. Enjoy. Nineteenth Hole and Bar and Grill at 2171 Erlands Point Road in Bremerton. Are you looking for a place to wind down for some nice cold beverages, some amazing food, and amazing customer service as well? Come on down to 19th Hole Bar and Grill. It's a great atmosphere where you can hang out with family and friends and maybe co-workers as well. Come on down. Did you know it's one of the oldest bars in Kitsap County, dating back to 1939, and the menu is to die for. Every week, every day is something special. Like Sundays and Mondays, steak night, Tuesdays, Taco Tuesday, Wednesday, wing night, and Fridays are always fish and chips night with amazing halibut and cod. I also got burgers, sandwiches, salads, and much, much more. And you've got a banquet room for bigger gatherings of friends and families for like birthday parties and whatever shindig you got. Did you know they are rated #1 bar and grill in the best of Kitsap County in 2022 and 2023? They're locally owned and operated. Maybe if you're too busy to stop in, place your order today. Call 360-813-3501 or go to the website at 19thholebarngrill.com today. Their hours are 11 to 11 Monday through Friday and 8 to 11 Saturday and Sunday. This is 19th Hole Bar and Grill in Bremerton. Eat local, eat well. When we transported back in time to say the 1950s, as soon as you arrive at the Big Apple Diner, you'll be transported back in time. Their decor is amazing. Their menu is amazing too, with breakfast, lunch, and dinner items. Try something different each time you go. I've had the penny pincher combo, which is a combination of quarter pounder with cheese, french fries, and a milkshake or drink for $9.99. Where can you find a meal for $9.99? And they have over 30 flavors of milkshakes. You can literally have a milkshake a day and never get enough of the milkshakes, pies, and sundaes at the Big Apple Diner. Dine in or take out, so you can check them out. They're located at 6720 Kitsap Way in Bremerton, and their hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and they're closed on Mondays. Swing by and check them out. The Big Apple Diner. The website is thebigapplediner.com, or you can call and place your order today at 360-373-8342. Eat well, eat local, eat at the Big Apple Diner in Bremerton. As I mentioned, I'm playing some songs from Cory Coons' re-release of his album Across the Great Divide. This is his song, Far Away.
guess it must be true. Is it too late to say that we could find a way to make it through? Because I need you so. I'm out here all alone without you. But you've got no more love to give me. At least that's what you say. I can't go on pretending you're so far away. I just need somebody, but who would care for me? And living in my daydream is just so easy to see. Am I a fool for love, or could something from above shine on me? I've got to hold on, got to hold on to my dream. And you know someday I will find it, I will find the way. But I can't go on pretending you're so far away. Oh, so far away. Now I wake up in the morning, I know I'm gonna make it through. And I look outside my window, yes, I know it's true. It was too late to say that we could find a way to make it through. But now I can say that I have found a way without you. Cause you've got no more love to give me. At least that's what you say. I can't go on pretending you're so far away. All the nights I loved you, I can only say that I can't go on pretending. Oh, you're so far away, so far away.
Hola, my friends. Hope you're doing well. Maybe you're getting a little hungry, so this little promotion for some businesses here in Silverdale might get you hungry. So if you're in the area, Kitsap County area, stop on by and see my friends at Tequiza, located at the Kitsap Mall in Silverdale. Their address is 10315 Silverdale, Washington. Their number is 360-698-4335. And on Tuesdays, you can go down and get your fill of tacos for 50% off. And now they have 6 kinds of tacos, so you can guarantee you'll get full on some tacos on Tuesday. They have burritos, chimichangas, taco salads. My favorite are the grilled jalapenos. And sometimes in the season, those jalapenos are super hot and super good. So go on down and see my friends at Tequiza at the Kitsap Mall. Also in Silverdale, they have a food truck called Tequiza Street. They have breakfast burritos, homemade flan, tacos, and churros too. All made with the freshest ingredients. Great customer service. Great staff. Their number is 360-200-7315, located at 9571 Silverdale Way, Washington. That's 9571 Silverdale Way in Silverdale. Tequiza and Tequiza Street, great places for some authentic Mexican food. Go down and see them. Tell them Joey sent you. Come chit and chat. The Encouraging One Another podcast, and get your feel on some delicious tacos. My grandson Cam would like to share some encouraging words for you. Cam?
What do you get when you combine a brick oven, some homemade sauces, hand-breaded JoJo's, hand-breaded chicken, homemade dough, all in one place? You will find some of the best tasting food in Kitsap County. I'm talking about Chico Chicken and Pizza. Their menu ranges from all kinds of pizzas and specialty subs. They have some really good chicken meal deals for the family and great tasting sides. And their chicken is not your normal run the chicken. No. They don't throw the chicken in some fryer and call it good. Their chicken is brined, breaded, pressure fried, and prepared in a classic brine. They season it to perfection. Then they pressure fry it to a delicious golden brown to deliver the best tasting chicken in town. Some of the great sides they have are baked macaroni and cheese, with JoJo's like bacon and cheddar and garlic and parmesan, as well as baked beans and potato salad. Everything is made with the freshest ingredients every day. They are locally owned and operated, so why not give Chico Chicken and Pizza a call today and place your order at 360-550-4041 or their website at chicochickenandpizza.com. They are also located at 2165 Irvins Point Road in Normanton, and they're open from noon to 10 p.m. every day. That's Chico Chicken and Pizza. Eat well, eat local.
Our next song is by Evelina, and she is a singer-songwriter from the UK, born in Poland. This is her song called Warrior, and she wrote it when the time she was healing through emotional abuse, and she really hopes this song will help someone who's been a victim of emotional abuse or general struggles of every day. And I had her on the podcast, shared her incredible story, and just a gifted musician, sings from the heart. Hope you enjoy a song by Evelina.
Your words don't affect me no more. I've got it all under control. the control. Though my heart's still sore, these wounds will only make me strong, stronger than ever before. You can throw at me all your insecurities, but deep down you know you're projecting on others all that you lack. Oh, I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. Don't you dare try to stop me now. I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. Don't you dare try to stop me now. Actions create no reaction from me. I've worked so hard to get here, to get here. Separated from others but never alone. My army is reckless, my army is strong, stronger than ever before. You can throw at me all your insecurities, but deep down you know you're projecting on others all that you lack. Oh, I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. Don't you dare try to stop me now. I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. Don't you dare try to stop me now. I'm not scared of fighting against all the lies you spread around. 'Cause one day they'll all see through the mask you wore the whole time. I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. Don't you dare try to stop me now. I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. Don't you dare try to stop me now. I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. Don't you dare try to stop me now. I'm a warrior, nothing's gonna bring me down. I'm a warrior, I have been to hell and back. I'm a warrior, so strong, so alive. Don't you dare try to stop me now.
Such an amazing words in that song, A Warrior. I hope that song might help you if you're struggling, if you're going through hard times. And please follow her music. It's Evelina, and such an inspirational singer-songwriter. And since this show is just before the 4th of July, I'm adding an additional song by Andrew Dean, God Bless America. Hope you guys have a great 4th of July and be safe. Our next song is by Andrew Dean, and along with all these musicians I've shared the music I've had on the podcast, but I had Andrew on and really loved talking with him and getting his story and sharing some of his music. But I wanted to share this song because, brand new year, and I believe that sometimes you sing like the national anthem or God Bless America. Sometimes people just don't understand the powerful meaning of these songs, and I really want to share this song, God Bless America, as we begin a brand new year and really not take for granted our freedoms we have in this country and our rights. And so I hope you enjoy the song by Andrew Dean.
to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet God bless America, my home, sweet
Thank you so much for joining the podcast show today. My guest was Cory Coons, singer-songwriter from across the border up in Canada. Great times talking with him and catching up and hearing about his new song and his new album coming out. Also, thank you to Stuart Bedford, Evelina, and Aaron English sharing their music and songs I shared by Cory as well. Please subscribe and follow the podcast. You can go to chitandchatpodcast.com or on Spotify, iHeartRadio. Look up Chit and Chat, encouraging one another. You'll find two coffee cup logos. One says Chit and one says Chat with the world behind it, as we're trying to share encouragement to the world. Please subscribe and follow every Wednesday. Brand new episodes and just encouraging, uplifting, fun conversations to everyone around the world, and everyone has a story, and always sharing great music as well. It's just a fun time. Give you a chance to, if you're stuck in traffic running cans to and from practices, or now it's summertime, so I'm sure you're running around doing all kinds of cool things during the summertime. So throw the podcast on. It's family friendly. It's just a fun time of encouraging one another and having a great time. Thank you for listening. See you next week. You have been listening to Chit and Chat, the encouraging one another podcast. It's always about encouraging others.